Hey guys, hope you're doing well. So, before I start my topic, I just want to say that while we are on the subject of clients helping other clients, there's another client that wants to, just connect with other clients. And this client has kindly asked me to mention this on the channel. She made a post in the community where she posted a link to a Discord group that she started, which basically is supposed to be a group where you guys could support each other and give each other advice and tips, about what works for you, what has worked for you vibrationally, how you are dealing with all of that. So I think that support is very important if you have a really hard situation that takes, some time. It's not an easy process, obviously, and you probably can't talk about it with anybody um, in your regular like life. So I think it could be very helpful. I'm not a part of it, and it was her idea. Like I said, not a part of it, not a member, will not be joining because I want you guys to have a space just for yourselves and also so you can gossip on me. Isn't that great? I'm just kidding. Gossiping is not nice, guys. Okay. Okay, and now let's get to the topic I have picked for today. So while we are waiting for other clients to make Q&As and stuff, I mean former clients, I'm actually gonna try to help you guys as well. So we're gonna be talking about the difference between feeling your feelings and be getting into victim mentality. So, as you guys know, when you feel sad or when you feel angry or whatever negative feeling you're feeling, okay. Anyways, my advice is always to allow that feeling to welcome it, to feel it, to really get into it, and then to release it and let it go. And this can be tricky while for majority of the people that are not in low vibration, this concept will work perfectly because naturally when you kind of feel the feeling and all of that, it will naturally just leave. And that's the beauty of this method and technique. But if somebody is deeply into victim mentality, the thing is that they can just stay there. They will not get that natural release because this may be their natural state at the moment. So it is very important then to encourage yourself to let the feeling go and to focus on something else and do something else. Because what can happen is that you're just gonna feel the feeling a week, a month, and you're just gonna stay with it. And that's something we don't want you to do. Now, as you know, we have some audios already on the signs that even though you may feel better, you may still be in quite low vibration, and you can test it with some of the signs that I have already posted here on the channel, so you can like look that up. But I have noticed one thing that is also an indicator, and every now and then a client will tell me he has not watched my story or she has not watched my story. They have not watched my story basically, and it will really bother them. Now, this indicates that you need them to watch your story. It would like be a validation for you. And maybe you even posted the story for them to watch it, and so you can see them in those notifications, and you can get that little validation and that little feeling, yes, I'm worth it. I'm worth it because they did watch this story. So this is a clear sign, guys, that you are not validating yourself, that you are waiting for this person to validate you, and that you need their validation. And this indicates that you are not successfully working on yourself, unfortunately. So this is a very clear indicator. And you know, when they, for example, haven't watched your story for a really long time, and then they do, and it makes you happy, it's different, right? How do I explain it? It doesn't mean you are seeking validation, because everybody would be happy about it. But when they don't watch it and it ruins your whole day and your whole mood, then basically you're focusing on negative. Because sure, watching your story is a positive, and that's okay. But when you're focusing on it when it's not happening, and you're like craving that validation, and you really need that validation, how do I explain it? Like, it's not like we should not feel good when we get compliments, or when, the person we like sends us a friend request or a follow request or whatever. It's normal that you will feel happy and like, whoa, yay. That's perfectly fine. That's not what I'm saying. But it's not like you have been waiting for it for months and craving it and hoping for it. It's something that happens, and sure, it's nice and it makes you happy. Or somebody gives you a compliment, it always feels good, it's natural. But when you are posting stories just so you can get that person's attention, and then when you get their attention you feel validated, that's where we have a problem. That is where we have a problem. And this kind of indicates that you don't validate yourself. Because, yeah, you can validate yourself and still be happy when somebody else does, of course. But when you are unhappy because somebody else doesn't, that means that you're not validating yourself, because you wouldn't need this. It's nice if it happens, but this indicates that you need this because your mood is now ruined. They haven't watched my story. I'm so miserable. I'm so unhappy. It has ruined my whole week, my whole day, whatever. This is the difference. And I kind of wanted to explain these little differences because I'm aware that some people may be confused by it. So, validating yourself does not mean that you don't care if somebody watches your story, or if somebody likes you back, or if somebody texts you. It absolutely does not mean that, but it does mean that you are not getting all upset and ruining your mood, and getting triggered if somebody doesn't watch a story, because it's just a story. It really, if they watched it, I mean, it really wouldn't like give you much, now would it? It's not a conversation, it's not a reunion, it's just watching a story. And yes, it can feel good in certain situations, but not like this. That's the point. So I hope I have explained this well, because it can be like difficult for me to explain some things, because English is not my first language, and also just because it's hard sometimes to explain some things, and I get like in my head ideas how I'm going to explain it, and then I do it differently. So anyways, I hope this is making sense. If anybody has any questions around this, you're always welcome to ask. There are no stupid questions again. And yeah, anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up now, and I hope this is making sense. Anyways, guys, I love you. Bye bye.